Hey y'all, wake up, man, it's cold the Barber. Now I had a subscriber ask me how to sharpen trimmers or how to use the trimmers properly. Now a lot of barbers had this question. Everybody want to sharpen their tools, sharpen a damn razor blade, and you leaving razor burn and scalp marks all around your client's edge up. What's the sense of having all these sharp ass tools if you ain't got no technique? So today I'm gonna help you decide sharp trimmers or technique. Let's get into it. All right, so first and foremost, you need to understand how hair grows. Hair grows up out the scalp, then it lays over the forehead. So with that being said, you need to understand this method. Tap, not push. What a lot of barbers do is they push, right? And what that's gonna do is gonna cause you to push the person's edge up back. Because you're pushing straight at the root of the hair and you're not cutting the hair that's laying over the forehead. In order to cut the hair that's laying over the forehead, you have to tap. You gotta come from the top and hit the layover. You understand what I'm saying? Because all the lineup is really a touch-up. You're touching up the hair that's laying over the forehead. That's all you're doing. Now I'm gonna give y'all some advanced game right quick. So when you get to the side of what I like to call the brook of a person's lineup, right? You take your trimmers and then you go to pushing the lineup and you're wondering, damn, it won't get crispy in this area, right? The problem is you're pushing in this direction, right? The hair grows in this direction on most people in this area, right? You ain't gonna get no results. Next thing you know, you're gonna have this lineup pushed all the way back here trying to get it all crisp. But if you use a tapping technique, like I told you, you'll be going in the opposite direction that the hair grows. So when you tap it, it's gonna be crispy right off gate. So make sure that you're not pushing and that you're tapping. So let me give y'all a little more advanced game right quick. I want y'all to take a little light test right quick and let me see something. So I want y'all to look at my two acorn head ass models right here, right? If you was to look at both of these models, right, and you were standing behind something, you could only see a figure, right? Which one of these figures that you would say need a haircut? I'm gonna give y'all some time to look at it, all right? Now, if you said figure number 2, you're absolutely correct. Reason being, when you look at that figure, the first thing you notice is that his hairs grew over the edge here and that his hairs grew over the edge here. The difference between a person with a haircut and a person without a haircut is the lineup. That's why you see dudes come in, they got waves and they woofing, they come get a lineup, they get the edges knocked down in the back and in the front, and they look like they got a whole haircut. If you notice, they'll get a taper and a lineup, and a taper is originally just an edge up. So when you're lining a person up, I need you to focus on tapping and not pushing. And if you notice, when you start to tap, you'll get the edge up done way quicker. And this is all about cutting time and being efficient as possible. So I need y'all to understand this as well. The average trimmer has from 7,000 to 7,200 SPMs. That's spins per minute or slides per minute. When the big blade and the little blade is moving like that, it's gonna do 7,000 to 7,200 spins per minute. That's a hell of a lot of spins. You don't need your blade to be that sharp. If you use the proper technique, you can get the job done. Do not underestimate the power of a clipper, but you have to use the clipper right. So my advice to y'all with the same question as my subscriber is focus on your technique. Yes, sharpen your clippers. You understand? So they can perform at the highest capacity. But ultimately, your technique is the determining factor in getting the edge up crisp. Because you can have the most bullshit clippers in the world, but if your technique right, you're going to get the job done. I could have had in prison for a whole year. And the cuts that I did inside the cell, I couldn't take my clippers inside of the cell. I had to use a razor. And when I used that razor, I utilized the tapping method because I understand that hair grows up and lays over the forehead. You understand? So make sure that your technique is right. If your technique is right and your tools are sharp, it ain't no way your lineup should be crisp. So focus on the technique, man. I'm cold the Barber. Now I hope this video helped y'all understand that you gotta have technique over sharp trimmers. It's cool to have sharp trimmers, but ultimately, you gotta make sure your technique is on point. Now, if this video helped y'all, share it with other barbers so they can get some of this game too. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube, and most importantly, wake y'all ass up.